Okay, so let's talk about one of them two songs, Players Anthem, monster hit.
Yeah.
You, Big, and Kim. How did that song come together?
That was Big. Of course, he picked the beats. That was him and Clark. Clark came and played that beat for him one day, and I was like, "Let me take this in the studio. I got this." And that was the first night. Clark was in there that day with us too. We did the session. That was the first song we did. And
Shout
Big
to
went in there,
Kent.
laid down his verse, and laid down the reference for me. I went into another little room and sat in there with it in some headphones. Then I came back out like an hour later and did my verse. And that's how the song just got put together. That was him doing the hook. That dude was just a super creator, dog. Like, like his vision was just like, it was different. And all we had to do was just follow suit. Yo, he used to be like, yo, just listen. I ain't gonna steal y'all wrong. Follow my lead.
Did he write that hook?
Hell
yeah. That
yeah.
hook was dope.
Hell yeah. That hook, I think he did the realms of Junior M.A.F.I.A hook. And all the other type of songs, he was letting the Mafia do them, like Murder Ones, Trife and Lawson them did that, you know what I'm saying? Like the smoking that dank joint with Trife and them. Like the writers he was letting them be creative. And that's what was inspiring them. That's what was motivating them. He would hear a record and we all would be like, all right, he about to come in here, listen to this shit. Oh, he might shoot this shit down. He'll come in there and be like, oh nah, this shit dope. Just fix this part. And you know what? Let me go in there and do some ad-libs over y'all vocals. Or he'll tell them, yo, go say this part twice. Or do this part this way. He'll just come in there and just like, organize shit to make sure it sounded good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that was a dope time, man. Like,
man, it was the best time. Best time. We'll never get those times back. You know what I mean? That's why they so, those times is precious, man. Those times are historical. Yeah. Especially the 90s. And that little short span of 93 to 97, I mean, it's forever be historical because them years we lost two of the most influential artists at that time. You would never forget about that. And at that time, so much music was growing. It was so versatile. Wu-Tang, you had Buster, you had Nas, you had Redman with the What album, you had Meth with the solo album, you had Raekwon and Ghost only built for Cuban links. So you had Tribe. It was just so many different Drake,
and at the same time, the West Coast.
It was just so musically like everything was different. Nobody sounded the same. It was all raw, original shit, naughty. You know what I mean? It was just an EPMD. All these motherfuckers were still lit and still moving and shaking. It was just a very big time in music. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never get that again.
Yeah, and especially for you, like Players Anthem. You lead on the song. You got the first verse, and it goes gold. Y'all got a gold single out the gate,
no doubt.
So your whole life just changed off the rip. Then y'all come back with Get Money, which is another monster.
We did the one with Aaliyah before that though. First, R.I.P. to Aaliyah. We did I Need You Tonight. That was with Trife, Klepto, and Kim. We did
That was the only song that Big wasn't on that album, right?
Nah, he wasn't on a lot of songs on the Mafia album. He was only on Get Money.
The only single, excuse me.
Yeah. That was the only single he wasn't on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was the one. And the original one, Faith was on that, but we couldn't get Faith cleared. She's on the hook on the album version. And then we wound up getting Aaliyah to actually do the video version too. And then the third single was Get Money with Big.
Yeah.
Kim was on all the singles because Kim was she was the one pushing the envelope. Like, she really wanted to do that shit. She was dead ass serious. And she just stood out of all the other motherfuckers. Like, of course, it's a pretty little young chick. She's standing out between 8 little motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And she's spitting that shit too like a nigga. So, she was next up with that shit.